Things of that nature, and you owe it to yourself. Oh.
What up?
What's good?
Man, chilling like a mother.
That's what it do, man. That's what it do.
Welcome to Sports Talk Wednesdays, y'all. King Uno, Left Coast Kings, Chef D.
Yeah, you got the Doc Madness thing. Those, you know what I'm saying? Switch Shop Recordings, Demolition Men Productions in the house. You owe it to yourself to stay tapped in. Things of that nature. Sports Talk Wednesdays, live, 1 p.m. What it do, D?
Oh, man, I'm chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Got up early. Well, not that early. Early enough. Made some runs, did some things, and then later on after this, I got to dip out and do some more things.
Man, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. Staying busy, man. It's a whole lot going on with this this release, bro. Like, I know this ain't that platform much to discuss it, but man, it's just keeping me in effect super busy trying to do everything on a different release schedule or a different campaigning release, I should say. So but yeah, man, other than that, bro, yeah, man, a lot of stuff I'm learning along that journey as well. Just this new way of doing things, kind of we stuck our dinosaurs ways, I would say, just like most people do. You just, because it works for you, right? But then it's like, hey, you know what? Let's step outside the box, because this whole project is everything stepping outside the box. So I'm looking at everything possible moving, and it's like, wow, just different options, opportunities, lanes, things that are just mind blowing, bro. That was like, hey, did you know this? And he's like, nah, just different companies that's coming up. Like, hey, did you even know that there was a company that did this? So just different shit, bro. It's crazy, man. So research is awesome. But other than that, man, we here for a whole different reason, man. Like we always do.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Sports Talk Wednesdays.
You know it. And you owe it to yourself to tap in.
Yeah, always. Before we get started, do you want to do something?
Man, yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in a 2 and 2, or whatever, however they said back in the day.
It used to be 2 and 2.
It might be
now. That should be forever and ever.
I know. Yeah, we'll be right back, y'all. What's up with it, folks? Tapped into things of that nature, where we blend beats, bites, bold talk, and that elevated mindset. It's one of your hosts with the most, Calgary's of the chef most of the time, Chef D, Left Coast Kings. Dang Uno, you dig it? And I'm about to plug the segments that keep the show flavorful and full of truth. First up, Session, all things music. From underground heat to mainstream moves, we break down what slaps, what's slept on, and what's shaping the sound of the culture. If it's got soul, we listening. Next, we're whipping up that dope. We're putting something good in your belly. Our culinary corner where flavor meets storytelling. Whether it's a backyard banger or a gourmet twist, we talking recipes, rituals, and the roots behind the plate. Then we get raw with unfiltered combos. No script, no filters, just real talk. We dive into the uncomfortable, the hilarious, and the necessary. If it's on your mind, we're expressing it. Now let's elevate with Stone Not Stupid. Our 420 segment that's all about conscious cannabis culture. We're breaking stigmas, sharing stories, and keeping it smart while staying lit. Inside of that, we've got Strain of the Day, today's featured flower, with flavor notes, effects, and the vibe it brings. Whether you're sparking up or just curious, we got the rundown. And if you're wondering what's in rotation, we've got what's in your playlist. A curated drop of what we're vibing to right now. Tap in, add it to yours. Let the music move. Now, every Wednesday at 1 p.m., we go live. Sports Talk, baby. Breaking down the plays, the players, and the pulse of the game. From the battlefield to locker room drama, we keep it sharp and spicy. And don't sleep on the session live. Every Sunday, 9 p.m., we go uncut with live music, talk, guest drops, and real-time reaction. It's the heartbeat of the culture, y'all, and you invited. That's the lineup. Each segment has its own flavor. Put together, though, man, it's a full dish. So stay tuned, stay curious, stay tapped in. It's things of that nature, and you owe it to yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You owe it
All
to
of that.
yourself.
All of that. Mark it on your everything. Notifications and
Yeah, hit
tap
that bell.
in.
Ding ding.
Yeah, all of that, man. And also subscribe, like, man, and comment. We appreciate all of y'all that do. We appreciate everybody that hits us up and lets us know, that what we doing is on the right path. So good looking out. All the support, all the things that's out there. It wouldn't be much of us without y'all. So definitely good looking out. Now,
Yeah, man.
now.
I'm over here.
All
I'm
right.
over here crunching on shit.
Oh, good, man. I'll go ahead and jump right in, bro. Let's go. I'll start it off with your favorite, man, because I know that's been the highlights of everybody's days. You know what I'm saying? ESPN and all the others. Football. We got that coming up right now, so we got some good football in store, man. And it jumps off on the 4th, I believe. So that's what Labor Day weekend. So we got a lot going on, man. I don't really have too much except for just to let you know about the Niners, man. I know it always has to be something, bro. We got another dude, he's suspended, and we just got him one of the wide receivers that we picked up to help us out with the ailments that we had at wide out.
Mm-hmm.
Suspended for 3 games for violating the NFL's substance abuse policy. I should have just even gave y'all a guess. Y'all probably would have knew what the hell it was for. We was looking at him. He was basically getting a lot of heads and eyes on him on what he was doing during the training and all of that stuff, bro. So, you know, it's a blow to our depth at wide receiver in the year, already full of roster recalibrations. But it just seems that, it ain't it wouldn't be a season for the Niners, bro, if we don't have some type of off season or not off season, but like just some type of drama, man, that has to deal
Yeah,
with off the field. I know this is still on the field, but substance abuse is really off the field, man. Dude ain't did nothing on the field yet.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
we also got the we did get a signing though, veteran wide receiver to help us out there with the depleting receiving corpse that we got, Marquez Valdez Scantling. So he went ahead. We know it's known for his speed and playoff experience. So he went ahead and inked on the line to help us out there. But no disrespect to my guy, but we're gonna need a lot more of that. We just need to get our focus right. As far as the camp update, what we got going on this off season, the camp, all eyes have been on. You already know, man. It's been Big Cock Brock, right? So we already know everything's on that dude right there. He got to come in and step it up and keep it maintaining because he kind of dipped off towards the end of the season, bro. That's kind of what that's what I looked off. Not so much as in the regular part of the season, but when he needed to step up, he wasn't really performing. So that's yet to be seen on his postseason play. Yeah, he's a good end season guy. You know what I'm saying? We get a good 16, 17 games out of him there,
Yeah,
but it's very something that we got to get seen. And we don't, in the NBA, there's a lot of dudes that's known like that. That's like, okay, you have good, regular seasons, you a killer, but you kind of fade away in the postseason. So
yeah,
yeah, determined. Let's go ahead and see. But the other guy on that is CMC, Christian McCaffrey. His leadership continues to dominate headlines, bro. This dude is all everything. He's all everything, bro. I like his game. I like his mentality. I like what he brings. I like how he plays. Hard nosed football. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't shy away from hits, and he doesn't shy away from giving hits either when he has to. So, man, salute. I'm glad to see him. He's toning up the championship caliber offense, and our defense remains to be sharp there, but our secondary depth is always a work in progress, bro. I don't know, ever since Neon Dion, man,
you know,
more
you
on
know,
him.
yeah, yeah. So that's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's kind of like a little update in the NFL world on my end, man. I'll go ahead and slide
Okay,
that on over to you, bro. So you can go
all
ahead and
right.
fill this
So,
in.
so,
Talk to me,
you
Goose.
know, we just ended that last preseason game. So all 16 across the 3 days. Good thing because I'm ready for this real season, right? Patrick Mahomes played like 3 drives in the game against the Bears. Chicago's offense showed some promise. under their new OC, Ben Johnson. Caleb Williams threw for like 113 touchdown. Uh, couple dudes, Tua Tunga blah, 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 whatever his last name is. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Tungaloa, right? Him and Jackson Smith, and I don't want to butcher that last name either, but it's Smith hyphenated something else. They look pretty good out there in Seattle. So good combination. Uh, Jalen started for Seattle. My bad. He played a full game versus Green Bay. So, we'll see how Seattle does with the whole new coaching staff and,
Mm-hmm.
minus Pete Carroll and all that good stuff. We'll see how they get down. Joe Flacco started for Cleveland. Josh Allen sat out, of course. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that too, maybe later. DeAndre Swift dominated the Chicago's backfield, man, handling like 70% of the rock, right? So he locked in for that week 1 starter, man. Everybody finalized the 30-man, I mean not 30-man, the 53-man roster. Let me get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because we kicking off, like you said, on the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's receiver, Cortland Sutton, is emerging as the alpha as far as that receiving core is concerned, man. He's commanding like at least 50% of the targeting. Well, he did the last game, so we'll see how that season goes, right? AFC West winners. No more preseason. We starting off, like I said, on the 4th. Eagles against the Cowgirls on NBC. Monday night, they're gonna hit us with Vikings and Bears on ESPN. And NFL is rolling out Sony's Hawkeye system for first down measurements this season, replacing the traditional chain
Right.
gang.
They're
Yeah,
doing the
yeah.
same
I've
thing
seen it in a couple
tennis
games.
uses, huh? That's the shit
Huh?
that tennis use.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. So I think that'll help. That'll help, I guess.
I think so. I think it'll help speed it up because tennis
Speed
calls
the
are made.
game up, yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Though.
Because I
I,
mean,
I,
if they're not sure, they got to bring out the chains. They got to do this and that, and
right.
that's a good, could be up to 5 minutes sometimes with they undecisive selves, making the call. So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Then we got like your team by team vibes heading into week 1, right? Here's the emotional temperature of and fantasy energy across the skies because we don't talk about fantasy, so I'm gonna bring that up today, right?
All right.
So here goes some high momentum teams. The Bills, with Josh Allen's, his MVP. The defense is upgraded, man. So they giving Super Bowl vibes, but that's every damn year with them. Commanders, your second squad, Jaden Daniels is the truth, like I said last season, and this is not coming from me, but this is coming from reports. NFC Championship run wasn't a fluke, so they doing their thing, man. So y'all be on the lookout for them. The Packers defense is looking pretty nasty. They got a Wookie. They're a Wookie, a rookie wideout by the name of Matthew Golden, who should be like a breakout star, right? And then you got your cold starts. You got some teams that just we don't know, right? Dolphins, they struggle. They got a fragile roster, right? Which is for the fantasy teams, that's a caution because you don't want a team that ain't looking right. You can't be pulling players off a team that can't get it together, right? You pick a star receiver and he don't get the rock because the team sucks or the line is bad,
Right.
So the Saints, Tyler Salt is a gamble. Because they got O line issues right now, so we don't know how they're gonna look. The Raiders, Geno Smith under pressure with a hollow roster. Only Gentry or Jenny offers fantasy juice with their squad, right? You got your wild cards, Vikings, JJ McCarthy. He could be a fantasy steal. Mason and Jones, the backfield is intriguing. Of course, with the Bears, Khalid, Caleb Williams, and Ben, under Ben Johnson's offense could be a sleeper, you know, type of deal. And you got some redemption over there at the Seahawks with what's his name, JSN and Cup could be a sneaky little,
Yeah, some
little
nice
group
little
there.
over there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, there's more sleepers. There's some sleepers to watch out for if all of you are in the fantasy. I named McCarthy, Jordan Mason for the Vikings. You're looking at Ricky Parashell from the Niners. They saying with Debo being gone and
Yeah, he's gonna get a
Ayuk
lot more
injured,
touches.
yeah, he's gonna get them touches. So he might be a sleeper to watch for in the fantasy leagues.
And he
Uh,
showcased a nice little burst of talent towards the end of the season last year too. So
yeah,
when Debo was coming up a little
definitely.
hobbled, he was showing nice
Yeah,
little glimpses.
tight end Tyler Warren for the Colts. He's a rookie tight end, but he had a strong preseason. So we're gonna. I think he's gonna see the rock a little bit more than did not. And then with the Bears wide receiver, Rome O Odunes, Odunes, I guess that's his name. And since he's just gonna be slept on, he got good chemistry with Williams. So look out,
Right.
And we got this some rookie impact. So here's some rookies to look out for with the fantasy league. Cam Ward, Titans QB. You got a cannon. He's got Ridley as a receiver one. So, look out for that. You got the Raiders running back, Genty, right? And he's explosive, man, workhorse. So
Yeah.
if they get it all together, yeah, he's gonna be somebody to watch out for as well. Travis Hunter with the Jag. Come on. You're looking at rookies. He's a playmaker. And I can't wait to see what he do, man. I mean, see how if he gets that opportunity to go both ways. You know what I mean? I want to see
Right.
see his get down.
That's
I
the
mentioned Tyler Warren with the Colts. The tight end got the good chemistry, and he they got good blocking over there. And then McMillan with the Panthers, wide receiver, big body. With the he's that red zone guy, right? So you just gotta those are your sleepers, your rookies that might get you some points in the fantasy league, and you can host the trophy or the belt, however it go down.
Yeah, that's huge
Yeah,
in football, man.
yeah.
It's big in every
Fantasy
sport,
football
but
is
I mean,
wild, bro.
that's that fantasy football, bro. That got people taking time off of work, a day off of work, set they shit up and everything.
And I catered for one of the homies
Right.
his house. I thought he was having a party.
I know, like every
I
year,
catered for a fucking fantasy football draft, boy. TVs
yeah, bro.
outside and shit,
I'm saying every year,
chalkboards and shit. And I was like, damn.
people I know, bro. Every year, I mean, his wife sets up everything, bro. She like a week before start decorating the house, getting everything set up, and I'm like, what the hell, bro? It's not till and they're like, oh, we doing fantasy draft and all that kind of shit. I'm like, oh shit,
Yep, they get down. But
yeah,
man, that's the world of fantasy and NFL. And
right,
then
just
on to some more pressing news, which is the incident with Sanders over there in Tampa Bay.
mm,
And you know, everybody, of course, it's a big highlight because that's Dion's son and yada yada yada. And me personally, I think that was that tight end knew better. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing.
right.
And come on, bro. You can look back at the replay. If you come flailing at me like that, yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at you too. Should I?
Right,
No. But come on, that was just so unnecessary on his end. If you was
right.
gonna, 2 ejections, yeah. There should have been 2 ejections. Both of them. You sit both of them down. Or you implement the rules that we got. Let the motherfuckers put them in a box and let them fight for about a minute or so. And then go back to respective sidelines. Get that shit. Y'all done? Y'all ready to play ball? All right, let's go. One of those. You know. But of course, people always got something to say to Dion. I don't know why y'all sit here and try to think that you can push the button of prime, and you can't.
Right.
The man is unbothered by y'all bullshit. So here's a I want to play a little clip that he about a question and comment. You know, they asked him about what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me add this to the stage real quick, bro. Check this out.
Everything that could possibly happen in life and in
Can you
sport.
hear it?
That's
Mm-hmm.
part of
Yep.
fathering. That's part of parenting. That's part of having a relationship. So he is mentally where he needs to be, physically where he needs to be. We're praying that he gets another opportunity to go with a team. But if he doesn't, they've already been forward to what he's doing next. Shiloh's a man of many talents. I don't know if you guys know he's a man of many talents, and he's gonna be straight. All the Sanders are gonna be straight, with or without football. You better believe that. You better believe that. I take care of mine, and I've always have, and y'all know what I mean. You better believe that.
Right. As he should. Unbothered.
Unbothered.
Unbothered. Yep.
Yep.
Answered it professionally. Answered it with confidence. So definitely, bro, it's without a doubt, man. That's what we need to see and have a lot more of that in our lives. So that way, when we do across these type of obstacles, especially in the limelight like that, man, when you're an athlete, and your legacy is already has been in, you're coming behind that legacy. So, like look at Bronny, right? Like he hasn't warranted everything that he's getting. You know what I mean? A lot of that comes from a lot of it because of what his dad gets, or people that don't like his dad or whatever, right? And then the people that do like his dad, and then they catapult him. So it's like on both sides, it's unjustly the praises and the knocks. But in this situation, um, I think he's 1,000% justified, and I will believe him in his mannerisms and what he says, that he has already prepared them properly enough to come out and be victorious over any situation that comes across their path, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to play that because I wish I would have had the clip of the incident, but it's no big I know y'all seen it. If you haven't, you can look it up.
Right.
And if you know anything about football, you know when you see some blatant bullshit. You know when you see some shit that's unnecessary. When you look at both of them, be like, y'all both was out of pocket. You for starting it and you for reacting. Both of y'all go sit down, and it's the
Right.
end of it.
Right.
That's the end of it. You know,
But yeah, man.
kick him off
Definitely.
the team. I don't know about that because that's a little bit. Come on, bro. It's preseason, and
And
it was a scuffle. Do
and
you just want? Do you just want him to get his ass whooped?
and you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, we're playing football.
It's football, bro.
At
It's
the
a
end of
contact
all
sport.
that,
It's aggression, controlled violence. Fuck you mean? Like,
you're getting mad at somebody for being overly aggressive.
well, basically the play was over though,
So,
and
man,
dude
man,
was just
when a
swinging
fight
at
is
him.
over.
Like,
So I know what I'm saying. No, I get that. I
okay,
know exactly what you're saying. But what I'm saying though, it's football, bro. Like it's a high testosterone sport. Period. If you have both 50 players on each side, bro, in a room, in a conference room, you can't tell neither one of them, any of them, out of all them 100 players, that they're not the one. even on their own
At what
team.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah, even though that's what I'm saying. So it's gonna happen. So the whistle, that's just for the fans. The whistle ain't for the players. You know that, bro.
Or at the end of the play, though, you supposed to stop the play. What the whistle blow? Right?
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a high testosterone sport. No, I get it. I'm not saying like everything is okay or what happened. I just don't think
Yeah.
nobody should be kicked off or nothing. It's a
Yeah.
high testosterone sport. The whistle is for the fans. Yes, you have to cognitively tell yourself play is over. But is it really over to you? Because you're already thinking
Not
about
in that situation, nah.
that's it.
Not in that. Especially if
Right.
you're on the receiving end, right? You're on the receiving end of some
Right.
motherfucker twice your
It,
size.
it, it ain't over.
Meat hooks at you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
So
you know.
it's just unfortunately the way things turned out with that. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah. Somebody's gonna open up their door though for them.
They got to. You got. I look at that as that's some grit and
Right.
some, that's
You want
toughness.
that.
Like he ain't gonna
You
back
want
down and be no punk. Like I'm not saying that he was in the right, but sometimes you got to stand your ground. In that moment, I think he needed to do what he did because he standing his ground. Hey, man.
There's a little bit of right in every wrong, bro.
Yeah. There's a little bit of wrong in the rights too.
Well, we know that, but I mean, but
Yeah.
when you're wrong, you're condemned. And it's just like, nah, man. Sometimes you are right. It's just wrong in the public's view, or it's wrong in the moral aspect of things, or the policy aspect. You know what I'm saying? But you're really right. It's just you didn't follow guideline. You didn't do it.
Yeah,
Attack
you
it.
can stay within the
Right.
rules of football, right? The rules of
Exactly.
the sport.
Or however it needs to be challenged if you were challenging something, whatever. But like I said, bro, bro, analyzing a
Tempers are
lot of
flared,
stuff.
emotions are high. People trying to
Right.
make a
That's
team. You don't know what their future
it's
like.
all
It's
that. It's
yeah,
all
it's
that.
a lot of
So some things we gotta kind of like put that into perspective. I think too much is like, well, you should not. It's like, bro, like you right, but sometimes we all have those moments where we lash out or respond back in a
yeah,
fashion that's just like not our normal, right?
yeah,
That's why they use the term like you don't want to back a cat into a corner, right? Like anything in a corner, and sometimes the corner doesn't have to be literally, a wall. It could be mentally in a space. So
mhm,
we just some things that we gotta look at. But all in all, man, we don't. I'm glad nobody really got hurt because that just brings even a worse, what I'm saying, narrative and limelight to the situation, a sport, and next thing you know, it's more protocols on how to make it a softer sport, and then now it's getting into powder puff. So we don't want that.
yep,
Nothing wrong with powder puff. Just saying.
yeah.
I don't want nobody on our head, even though I'll take all that smoke, but I'm just saying.
Oh man, hey, we gonna take a quick break again. We be right back, y'all. We be right back.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and shout them out real quick, partner? Oh, they still got
I
you
didn't hear
muted.
what you said. My bad.
Oh, okay. I said, why don't you go ahead and give them a quick shout out?
Oh yeah, that's herbswelove.com
Mm-hmm.
for all your latest self-care products, man. They got she got a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
The
she got a lot of
scene.
stuff. She got like I just tried a facial scrub this morning. It exfoliated
Nice.
like some
Yeah,
I don't know some lavender something. I don't know what it was, bro. I felt silky
that's
smooth this morning. I was feeling great. Yeah,
right.
but
That's
they have a. She has a. That's my daughter, yo. She has a company, of course, Herbs We Love, and it's like self care, skincare products, um, and a variety of different things, you know. So y'all can go check it out. Any questions? Tap into her. They got, you know, they got all on all the social medias. Plus, it's an actual website. So, and then they're doing this 30 days of, I think it's self love.
oh, that's dope.
So,
That's dope.
I think if you order the little gift package, you get this whole uh, 30-day checklist and all this stuff,
Right,
calendar, and tell you, you know, how to love yourself, man. Can't let
right,
nobody else.
right.
You don't love yourself, right?
Bro, I'm learning that more and
Tap
more every
in.
day, bro. Advocate for self. Advocate for self.
Yep.
You owe it to yourself, right? You owe it to
Yeah.
yourself to go
Yeah.
tap in, go grab some of
Yep.
that care, man. Jump into that 30 days of self love.
Yeah, sure. Man, I just signed up. I know this ain't got nothing to do with sports, but I just signed up for another plug, right? If y'all look at the bottom of the screen, Work in Silence 999.com. I just got on the guest list
Okay.
on the for the emails and the updates, man. Yeah, I signed up last night.
Nice,
Yep.
nice.
So y'all tap in
Mm-hmm. Another one
with
that
the
shout
homie
outs.
Hawk.
Tap in, man. Everybody support everybody. That's
You
big right
know it.
now. These communities, we got to build them because there's a lot of different stuff. I know we can't get into it on here, but there's a lot of stuff going on, man. That's these platforms and other different avenues that we don't have access to control, but we can build communities and rub elbows and help everybody do that. But yeah, we'll get into more of that later. But back to the sports at hand, man. Let's go ahead and dive right into the W since that's what's going on right now.
Oh, what
We
we
got
got a guest.
somebody. We got somebody. And
You, can you bring him in?
yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
Hey, look at him. He already talking shit. We can't even hear you yet,
Can't
bro.
even get you yet.
Put,
Man,
hey,
you
put me on.
he
You
on, you
can't be
on,
hey,
man.
you can't be yelling at people. You ain't
Ain't nobody
in.
yelling. I'm talking to Smooth. I ain't talking to you.
Yeah,
Damn
okay.
pony,
You
no
know I got
damn
that
pony
one
rider.
button. You know I got the button, dog. I got the button.
That's how I use that button. I got a button too.
Hit the button.
I got a
Don't make me
button.
hit the
Hit that
button,
button.
huh?
Hit that button.
Man.
He's hit it all right.
What up, Smooth?
What up, Unc? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. I gotta go put my clothes and some food up. So y'all gotta give me about at least 5 minutes,
All
and
right,
then
Do what you
I'll
gotta
be
do,
free.
man.
I just let you know I didn't forget about you.
that's right. That's how we do about this time, man.
I
Go
didn't forget
handle
about
that.
you.
We right here.
But you know I got a big mouth. But you got something coming to you, Smooth.
Okay, okay. I
So
like to hear that.
get ready, homeboy.
I'm born ready, bro. This is, you know what I'm saying. That's how we rock it.
I know you ready, but Deshaun's still trying to figure out how to get on that goddamn Bronco, man. Every time he get his punk ass up on it, man, he falls off.
I ain't
But
even
he's
tripping
gonna have
off
a
of you, bro.
long. He's got
Ain't nobody
16
tripping
weeks,
off of
man.
you.
He
And
got
yo,
16
punk
weeks to
ass
learn how to
pirates
rock.
on the boat in the desert. How you get shipwrecked? How you get shipwrecked like 2 states in, bro? I don't even know how that happened.
Oh, come on, man.
Non-guidance asses. I don't want to hear that shit.
Well, while you do
Yeah.
that, Unc, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and tap
Yeah,
right
do
into
your
the stuff.
thing, man. But I'll be right back. So I may
Yeah.
hang up, but I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So just real quick, man, we're just gonna slide right into the W, man. Get some of this going. Let's get everything right just the way we need to real quick. And all
Yeah.
right, cool.
Man, I just seen a Caitlin Clark. What you call it? What's the little Funko Pops? The little figurine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just the other day, I seen one scroll up.
that's
Oh,
dope,
that's dope.
bro.
I
That's
said, that's
real
dope.
dope.
You already got her out
Yeah,
there.
it's
Cool.
It's a lot, man, going on, especially around her, man. They was just asking. It's ironic that you bring that up because one of the little questions that I was going to bring up is that like with her branding and the way it is, will her shift like help the marketing of the the landscape of the marketing for the W and the way the
Yeah.
league is moving. And I think, and just having a discussion with this over just a couple of people and different individuals that it's brand new, bro. You just see the big shift in it. Like, I mean, do you see these how many people are investing, not even investing money like in that, but just even their own time, bro? Like they're showing up at games, they're advocating for this, like as a, and I'm talking about other superstars. Like when you go to a Laker game, they have what's called Star Row, right? And it's
Yeah.
like everybody from A-list down to whoever. You're
Yep.
starting to see that, bro, at a lot of these games now, man.
That's
And
good.
that's showing a whole different side that I think that now these investors, one of the other things that I was going to bring up here is that the Panthers executive, right? He jumped ship, right? He went ahead and he from the Carolina Panthers, he's now uh jumping into um the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Lynx, right? Which is the Lynx is the W as well. So basically going from football coming over to basketball and the W. So both right there, right? So it's kind of like um it's just it's crazy that you see a lot of stuff that's going on, bro. That when it comes down to it, because of, and I hate to say it, I'm not saying one person, but it really did evolve around her timeline,
Yeah.
right? Like her timeline entering into the W, her timeline doing what's doing, and it's unfortunate that she's been battling this injury, bro. That's another like shitty thing, but
Yeah.
um it's definitely crazy, bro, when you see it. And it's unfortunate. Hate is a it has no rhyme or reason, right? Hate just comes
Yeah.
when it wants to come, and you're seeing a lot of people hate on it just because of the unfortunate color of skin. We're still in that day and age.
Yep.
We when I say we as individuals of color who are normally great at sports or athletic things and all that eye coordination, hand speed coordination, hate to be outdone by somebody who's not of that. It hate to be outdone by even your own, but let alone to be somebody else of another race that is opposing, right? So but we see it time and time again, man. It's like we want small doses and put them on big scales on how we weigh things, but it shouldn't matter. Once again, effort, how you train. If that person is putting in the training, if that person is putting in the effort, if that person is doing what they got to do, it shouldn't matter their color, their skin creed, or where they come from. It's, hey, this is what they're doing. I try to explain this to a lot
Do
too.
what you good at. Shit.
Right, right, and that's what I'm saying. And if you know that, and you go out to sharpen that talent to get better at it, right? If you know that you got a wicked left hand like cross, a left hand cross, but you're a right hand boxer, you know what I'm saying? And that's just that works in your favor. Why wouldn't you develop that, right? And then people gonna be like, oh well, and then they're gonna find anything to talk about and discuss. So
Yeah.
we're not gonna just skip over that whole creed that's just the world hate, man. So, but anyhow, shout out to Kate Clark of what she's doing because she wears it proudly. She wears it the way I think it should be worn because that's a lot. A lot when you listen to these people that they call bus, and when you listen to their stories, it's like, damn, bro, that's a lot. Because you gotta think when you're a number one draft pick, bro, you gotta every media day you gotta be at. You don't have a choice.
Got there smiling and shit.
Gotta
I'm
be
happy as
smiling.
shit.
While
That
everybody
can't
else
have
is
nothing to be
out
bothered.
working.
Can't be.
Everybody else is in the back. So you gotta find your time to put in the effort to train and work and get better and learn plays and do all of this. Because you gotta go over here and to this event, you gotta sign this autograph, you gotta hold this baby, you gotta take this picture, you gotta do this. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind that a lot of people don't realize. So, and then of course, just the weight alone of being a first round draft pick or a high draft pick altogether. Like your expectation to perform is got to be uncanny. Like, I mean, everybody's looking at you to do well. I mean, us as just fans, or of the sport or the team want to see great talent come in. So that's a high expectation. Let alone the little brother, the other brother, the sister, the aunt, the uncle, the parents, the I'm sure that there's an expectation that you feel that you wear and burden on your shoulders all the time. So, anyhow, just shout outs to that. The W got a lot going on. Like I said, it's down to the last handful of games. That's going dizzy. So, it is heating it up and getting a little bit more intense. Alyssa Thomas that plays for the Mercury. Wait, the Phoenix Mercury. There you go. She had she's man a triple double, another one. She breaks her own record. She now leads the WNBA all time with 13 career triple doubles. Um, she's just on a tear, bro. Like she has something like 9 or 10 triple doubles in a row, and then
Damn.
I'm saying, and for those that may bat and shy at it and be like whatever, like go out there and go get 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists and do that on a nightly while you're traveling, getting into, leaving one area at 11, getting to the other one at 2, 3 in the morning. Got to get
Time
up
zone changes, all
right,
that.
like change differences. Like it's not easy, especially with the travel schedule. You going in different time frames. Like I said, sometimes they're getting in 3, 4 o'clock, and they got a 4:30 game in that time schedule, and they got in at 4 o'clock in the morning and they just played the night before. So, and this is not just the W. I'm just saying in general, y'all. So, I'm not one that just looks over that lightly. And I know there's other people that are gonna look at that a lot more harder than I look at it. But shout out to that, especially to go ahead and pull this off and at the right time. Once again, there's about five, depending on the teams, you got some more or less, but about a handful of games left before we start the postseason. So, Caitlin Clark, just an update. She is ramping up, focusing on conditioning and building endurance after a lot of missed time. There is a lot of people that's getting behind that and can't wait. I'm sure the league is going to explode. Whatever game she comes back, if I was a league, like I'd be promoted. Like, like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what it's like. Like, I don't know, bro, but it'd be I'd put it all on that right there, like on this game, just to see what the viewerships jump on and put it out there, especially if it's a game where like it's a Minnesota, New York, somewhere it's going to be a battle because these are the two top teams. So if she
Yeah.
comes back in a game like that, I don't know what the schedule's left, who she got to play, but just saying though, something to think about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This also, bro, Kaylin Clark gets a signature Nike logo unveiled this week, bro. So look, that's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
saw something about that.
The youngest WNBA player with a personal brand mark with Nike, bro. So you gotta take your hats off, man, and salute the right, like, people. What is she doing wrong? Like, yeah, we know the little what she was doing, what I'm saying, in college, and then that's just bravado, man. When you're a good player, like Steph Curry does to cook you up, he puts put you to bed. He does all of this. He does everything. So, what I'm saying, when it comes down to it, it's one of those situations where it's like you're going to go ahead and you got to allow them to celebrate and be like, hey, man, I do this. So don't come in like, you can't talk shit. You can't do this without being ridiculed. So I'm glad to see, though, other sponsorships or just like Nike unveiling it and being like, hey, you know what? We don't see nothing wrong with that. We're going to get this person a signature logo and have their personal brand. So shout out to the youngest WNBA player, Caitlin Clark, for getting her personal brand mark with Nike this week. So that's a big, big up right there. Now, let's go on to do this. Aces, all right, they clinched their playoff berth. They beat the Chicago Sky to secure their playoff berth last night. Asia Wilson continues with her MVP level of dominance, dude. She is balling out of control. I keep on encouraging to go watch this person. When we talk about effort, go watch Asia Wilson, man. She is one of the individual big stars too, right? That still goes out there and puts in that type of effort. Not saying other ones don't. I'm just saying here's a big star that everybody should be hearing. She got some tight fucking colorway shoes, sick ass shoes. That just so everybody's knowing, right, who she is. But look what she put there on the court, bro. She puts in that work. She's out there hustling. She's putting up numbers. MVP dominance, definitely. I think she's a great candidate. But let me go ahead and flip this because in this game there was a little bit of backstory to this game. Once again, you had Chicago playing Las Vegas. Now, Chicago, we all know Angel Reese plays on that squad, right? So, the media had a fun time hyping it up. They do the whole hype thing where it's like um, they call one Big A versus Little A, right? That's how this is how they were hyping this up, bro. And I was like, that's kind of crazy, right? Big A versus Little A. Of course, Big A being um, Asia Wilson, Little A being Reese, right? So it's the same game they were retiring Candace Parker's jersey with Chicago. Now everybody knows that Candace Parker has been very, very vocal. Well, now I'm not sure if everybody knows, but Candace Parker's been very vocal about her criticism of Angel Reese. She doesn't really buy into her gimmicky way and style of playing, very sloppy, very this. She just doesn't really give her the accolades that a lot of other analysts give. And of course, Angel Reese has her ways to respond. So it was just interesting that how all this came into play last night. When they showed that was of course Asia Wilson dominating game as always, and then with the backdraft of everything with the retirement. I don't know if the league did that on purpose or not. So there's always something going on, but it's going to be interesting to watch how that. But all of that, Asia Wilson comes out dominating as always. Um, Now, as far as um, the the playoffs are coming up, you got power rankings. You got the Aces at number two, the Liberty and the Lynx are rounding off at the top three. You got the Wings and the Mercury that are pushing as well. So that's just a little update. Nothing real deep into it because everybody's topsy turvy battling, moving positions. There's really like New York, I think, is the only really one, and Minnesota that are up there that kind of like almost untouchable. But out of all of that, everybody's a game here, game there, a couple games, depending on the win here, win there, loss there. So just keep an eye on that. We got the W coming up, postseason. And if you guys are doing into parlays and betting all that kind of stuff, man, it might be something to look into going into the season because the W, I'll be honest, man, they only got a few dominant players. So, it's not hard to see them stand out. And Brianna Stewart's back. So that's good for the New York Liberty. So anyhow, that's my little partake on the W, man. I don't know if you guys got anything you want to jump in with that. If not, then we'll just go ahead and move right on over to the NBA.
That's what I'm waiting on.
That's what I'm waiting on. Well, I'll tell you one topic we're not going to talk about.
What's that?
Anyhow.
No, wait. What topic we not going to talk about?
Lebron. We don't talk about Lebron if we don't have to. So anyhow.
Look at him shake his head. What you shaking your head for, bro?
Why are you always talking?
Wait, he just mentioned the name. I just asked you why you shaking your head.
I'm shaking my head because I'm agreeing with the man. Every time he say the dude name, I shake my head.
But he didn't say it right.
Like
you had a big smile come on your face. We talk about Lebanon, and then all of a sudden you start smiling and shaking your head. But anyway,
why?
Remember the card that we were talking about previously, man? Remember that iconic it's the dual autograph card of Kobe and MJ.
Yeah.
Man, it sold, bro. It actually sold for $12.9 million, bro. That was on that autograph. Yeah, for that dual card that they had. I was like, I knew it was gonna go for a good decent amount. I didn't think it was gonna go for that much, but dang, dude, almost 13 milli for a hobby collector, bro.
It went for a grip.
Hey man, as soon as I seen it, I was like, that's dope, bro. You got an autograph Mike and an autograph Kobe in the same like case. Bro, hell yeah, that was like ingenious. Whoever said, first of all, I wouldn't even know if I want to give that up. I'll be honest. Like you could offer me that and say I'll give you 13 million right now on the spot, and I still be like, I don't know. That's Kobe and Mike. Just saying.
Yeah. Call me in 15 years and I'll see.
Hey, I look at it this way. I
Can I
like you,
keep
I
your
love
number
you,
on
but
speed
give
dial?
me that. Give me them ends.
I hear you because, like I said,
Give me
that's
them
what I said. Can I
ends.
keep your number on speed dial? Because I might pull off and go hit the gas station while I'm pumping in that quarter tank of gas. I might be so, I
You know
might
what
be
I'm
like, you
saying?
know what? Fuck these cards, homie.
Hey, I'll go up there and visit D. Say, D,
I know somebody
I'm
that
here,
did that,
bro.
man. He had a huge collection, but he needed cash and he needed it now. And
Well, he got it. He got it.
he spent like I think he got like 10 racks for the baseball card collection
Big business, man.
because he needed the money like pronto. But
Yeah,
if he hadn't needed the bread, bro, he was sitting on some shit that he could have sold.
I know the best
Yeah.
advice. I
He
wish
could
I
have
would have
made
had.
way more than that. But when you need it, you need it. You know.
Yeah,
That type of
that's the
shit. You gotta put a
unfortunate
roof
thing
over your
about
head,
emergency.
or you gotta keep these cards. Shit, I get the roof. Yeah, let me go on in there.
Yep.
We gotta have a house,
Oh,
so I'm
man.
gonna go do this. So he handled his business, pimp decisions,
Hey,
right?
yeah. I'd have sold. Sure
I
would
got
have.
a question. I got a question for you guys. What other two players that you think, if we pair a card up, that can mimic like that? I mean, of course, you're not that's probably like one A and one B right there, right? But if you had to pair another two players up, any sport, even if you did a dual sport, like maybe even like a Bo Jackson, right? His card from each sport, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he'd work
Pick
that
you a
way.
Bo and a Dion,
Hey,
a
hey,
Bo and a
Ooh,
Bronton,
Bo and
and you
Bron.
do
did
a four card because
Yeah,
it's
no,
baseball and
that one you have
football,
to
right?
take about four, but that's yeah. So
did
that
Jackson's
that'll probably work out.
nephew get waived?
Say what?
Did Jackson's nephew get waived?
Jackson.
I
Bo
don't know.
Jackson's nephew.
I
Oh,
don't
I
He
don't know.
yeah, 'cause I looked up and they said, yeah, Bo Jackson's nephew. I said, Bo Jackson's nephew?
On what team?
I'm trying to
Yeah.
oh shoot.
I'm looking it up right now.
I want to say, was it the Cardinals?
Hmm.
I forgot. But yeah, I looked up and said, Bo Jackson got a nephew playing ball? I said, man.
Hey, Smooth, don't y'all got a junior on that team over there?
And the Niners. I know we do,
Yeah.
but I don't recall who
I
the
forgot
name is.
whose daddy. I mean, whose son
Yeah,
it is, but it's a junior
right.
that's over
It
there
is over there. You're
on that
right.
Oh,
squad,
you
and he's
know
pretty
what?
good.
It is. It is.
T.O. I think it's T.O.
Is
Terrell
it
Owens.
T.O.? Yeah, I think it is over.
Terrell Owens Jr. Yeah, because he caught
Yeah.
like a touchdown or something the other day
Yep.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That sounds
It
He's pretty
says
familiar.
Bo
good.
Jackson's prominent relative, Cedric Jackson, receiver for the Los Angeles Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders. While not related to the football player Bo Jackson, formerly NFL player George Pickens had what? So it
Oh
says
man. They said he was a nephew.
I know, and then it says here his great nephew, and then it says not related to. See, that's why you can't believe everything you don't know.
Well, it's just like I
Yeah.
couldn't believe today looking at Facebook. Now here it is. I seen the actual conference that Prime said about his son, and they said, "Oh no, Prime wrote a nasty letter to the coach of the the Tampa Bay Buccaneers." I'm going, what?
For
I
what?
don't sound like
That's
him.
not true. That's not
I
even. That's
said,
not.
give me a break.
If Dion got something to say to you, Dion gonna approach you face to face. He
Thank
ain't
you.
never been the
Thank you.
type. He
Right.
don't even get in that little internet, Twitter,
And
any of that
it
bullshit. He's
sounds
not with
right.
any of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
He
yeah.
don't get down like that. That's a real
I couldn't
dude. He
believe
gonna,
that shit.
hey,
I
you got a
go,
problem? I'm gonna call you.
Right.
yeah,
You know,
we gonna go head up. I couldn't
yeah,
believe
that's
that
just
shit. I
like
go
your
like,
son, Shador, when he
oh yeah,
got, he was getting.
he got let go.
Well, yeah, that's
Well, that was
Shiloh.
yeah,
No,
Yeah, we
Shiloh.
were
oh
just
no,
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
him before you hopped on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shiloh was with the
but
Tampa Bay Bucks.
Shador
Okay.
was getting picked on. We was in a conversation before we got on air about Shador Sanders being picked on by one of Cleveland's top sports reporters. And so,
Oh, they
him being the Sanders, he walked up to the dude and said, "Hey, what did I do to you?" They said that the way he handled the conversation was so professional. They said, like, the next time dude opened his mouth, it was nothing but praises about Shador Sanders. He was like,
yeah.
"What did I do to you, man? I ain't do nothing to you." Like, he just about to have a conversation with him. Man, it's like the way he handles himself.
Right.
Dion know what he doing, man.
Yeah,
And he ain't
yeah.
worried about them kids not succeeding at whatever it is they put their mind to. So he got them programmed like that. And
Well,
he
look what
does that with
they
all them
showed on.
kids from Jackson State or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
the school, the HBCU to
yeah.
Colorado. He ain't, man. He doing more than molding football players, bro.
Look what he did for
He's
that one kid for
mentoring
Colorado.
men.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying
Got
right
him
now. He's
got
mentoring
him a
men. He's
full ride
creating
or a
men.
half a ride.
Right.
Yeah,
Man,
he's creating men out there. Like, ain't no days off, ain't no excuses, ain't no. This is how you handle it. This is what the
that's
world
right.
is going to do. This is how you prepare. He's setting them up for success, whether they make it in football or not.
Did you hear what he said though? He said, "Don't have me walk in your classroom and you got a hat on and it's backwards, or
Yeah,
you
he
got
not
your shirt
playing.
tail out." Oh, he ain't playing.
That cell phone. He ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, he ain't
None of
playing
that.
none of that. Yeah, and that's that's discipline, right? That's just all it is. It's just discipline.
Right.
But yeah, so. But yeah, man, shout out to the Sanders family. You doing what you
shout out to
doing.
them.
That's
Come on.
They
right.
gonna be successful, bro.
No matter what, he already said he's gonna take care of his own. So it's like, hey, if
As
that
he
was my
should.
son, I look up and tell you, hey, leave him alone and now let me do what I got to do.
Right. That's
Put
the
him to
problem
work.
today of having too much of this social media and you know, they want to see what's going on behind doors and behind players in their real lives, and then they want to comment on them. They want to
Yeah,
have
Mhm.
to away on it, and not that
they're not
everybody.
bothering the Manning brothers. Come on, give me a break.
Well, you know
There's
that.
probably some.
But
You
see,
know why though?
we are the sport, bro. We follow our
Yeah,
lives. We're the
There's
sport.
others out there, but there ain't nobody getting it like the Sanders and the Jameses and
yeah.
whoever else.
Right.
Now
Well,
let you
Because that's
smooth
we already
walk
know
up
why though.
and
And that ain't
sock
that ain't
somebody.
knocking the Mannings at all. But
well, if
we just know the
I
complexion
walk
for the
up and I
protection.
sock somebody for one,
I like that. The complexion for the protection. That's right.
Yeah, they got the complexion for the protection, so they don't so it doesn't matter. The
But like I was
spotlight
saying
is on
earlier,
all the ones that are heavy, they got all the melanation. That's
but
who they
yeah,
looking
let
at.
me say this too, though. Let me add this because I'm not gonna go ahead and just comb over this so easily. It's also about investments, and they protect their investments because I will say this: I'm gonna give it 10 years on Lebron. I don't think Lebron is as clean as everybody makes it because you got to think the people that came out and spoke some shit about Lebron, like it dies. Nobody responds to it. There's no responses. It just dies, and it's done that way because I know there's a person that said that they had spoke about him, and this dude had his team, his media team, because he has a media team, and they go after those people behind and try to shut down their channels, all kind of stuff, bro. So
yeah.
there's
That's like the video of him getting on at a high
that's what I'm
schooler.
saying.
They had all that shit taken down.
Right. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. So there's this, and who's the biggest of investor to Lebron?
the NBA and Nike.
Right. They paid this dude millions, hundreds of millions before he even dribbled a basketball. So when I
Right.
go back and I tell everybody this investment has been like he had to take care of his body this long. He had
Yep.
no choice. They told him, they were like, bro, we're investing this money now, and we don't know what you can do. We're gonna make sure that we get our money's worth. See,
Yep.
Kobe,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. They gonna get
nobody
it.
approached Kobe about investing into him until after he was showing
Nope.
out. See, but this dude had it. You gotta remember, he was coming to high school in Hummers and going to proms and Hummers and shit. Nick, that wasn't
Yep.
happening. Nobody else. He was the first high school team that played on national ESPN prime time. So we gotta stop looking over the fact that it's not just the complexion for the protection; it's the investment because he don't got that same complexion, even though he rubbed
Yeah.
elbows with all of them. But they're
All of
protecting
them.
him because
He'll
he's
never be
the
one.
investment that got him at a very. So now that's what they're saying. Okay, we're gonna make sure that our investment reaches its potential,
Yeah, we're
and
gonna get the return on the investment.
we're gonna get
And
that
and then
or
some.
for sure.
They talking
Yeah,
about some serious coins, man.
yeah. Well, like I said, he was $150 million shoe deal before even this is in
Before he dribbled the ball, like you
before
said,
he even got into the league, bro.
big time. They talking about getting
Mhm.
ooh wee.
Bro, come on. You had Rock Nation behind you. You had Jay-Z speaking your name. You had them coming to your games. Like, come on, bro.
Yep.
Who else? Arch Manning don't even got these niggas coming to his game.
Nah, shit. None of the Mannings had that type of shit, bro. You ain't
All
seen
Not
no.
like
all
that.
kids didn't have these niggas coming to their game, and
Yep.
they was running schools in out of their damn gyms.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
don't,
Yep.
we have to really, and then look at also that, like they pick and choose because who was running the league at that time when he came in, and who did they force out? Because why weren't they getting behind like the Steve Francis? Why weren't they getting behind the my man who went over to China, uh Marbury, Stephon
Marbury.
yeah,
Yep.
why weren't they getting behind these? They was criticizing these people for doing the exact same shit what these other people came in the league doing.
It
Yep.
was pick and choose. It's a business.
So
Pick and choose, man.
we have to. I don't want to just say it's all the complexion thing, which is I'm once
No, it's
again, man,
not.
I'm behind
It's
that.
the majority of it, though.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Majority.
behind it. I just got to throw that in there because shit, bro. It's really if they feel you and they invest into you, because once again, the other side of that is you who nobody's trying to tear him down.
No.
Nobody tries to tear him down. Where there was people try to tear down Magic, Jordan, what I'm saying? You name every other iconic individual in this sport, they were trying to tear them down at some point, somehow, some point. Like I said, if it wasn't for the executives, they're the ones that stopped the run for the Bulls. The Bulls didn't stop it. The coaching didn't stop it. It was the dumbass execs, the Jerry's, the Reinsdorf, Jerry's Reinsdorf, and Jerry fucking idiot. Both of them. The other one, I forget his name right
I
now,
know you're
but
talking about.
yeah, but they're the ones, bro. Like just imagine if they would have just had their heads screwed on right, didn't have their finger in each other's
They
ass,
should have just shut up and sit down.
and
That's
just
all
and
they need
enjoyed
to do.
and yeah, and be a part of 9 championships, a bigger
Thank you.
legacy. You know
Thank
what
you.
I'm saying? But nah, they even after they won their third, they didn't even give them a chance to even try to make it a 4. The second time, they were like, "Nope, this is already dismissed." So anyway, we kind of left a little bit of what we talked about, but it's still sports, and I love it.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
we can't the like one thing I don't like about the way the media only goes back so far. Yeah, you can go watch it. NBA TV will air all the old shit. So now because there's a place where you can go tap into it, the correspondents don't bring it up a lot because they're like, oh, well, if you want to watch it, you want to know more about NBA history, just go watch the NBA TV channel. Whereas if not on here, all they want to talk about is the most relevant or the narratives that they want to pick up and discuss. So that's anything, like even football, right? I mean, I'm sure you don't even hear a lot about like the Bears, the 85 Bears. You don't hear about the Dolphins. You don't hear about these teams that were great. You hear about the player, but that's about it. What happened?
Huh? What happened?
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, no. I said they don't talk about the team. Like you said,
Right.
they just talk about the player, and it's like, wait a minute. There was a lot of, whatever team you played on, they had some cats, man. Boy, there was some bad boys.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
Bo Jackson said he got hit so hard by somebody one time. He said the rest of the game, he said they called the play. He said I ran completely away from that motherfucker. He said Bo Jackson said this motherfucker's muscle, his neck muscles had muscles. He said this motherfucker had muscles on muscles. He said he hit me.
Look, that's
He
like
said he hit me
Singletary.
so hard I had to bounce outside. Like,
right.
He
That's
said
like
so the next
Singletary.
play.
Man, shit.
He said the next play he took that bitch all the way to the outside, and that play made was one of his biggest highlights. But he's like, the only reason why I did that shit because that shit hurt. I wouldn't run over there again.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
He said, I felt like I hit a brick wall when he hit me that first play. So that next play, where he at? Oh yeah, I ain't going over there.
Wait, gee, that's like when we went and played football that time. We came over there, and I keep forgetting homeboy's name. I ran up on him, and it's just like D said, it's like hitting a wall, man. It's like, oh no, I can't let this cat just embarrass me. We got to play. And then when we got through, I went over there and shook that brother's hand. Matouche.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Smooth
He didn't
ain't
have
nothing.
no.
Smooth don't want to meet him. He's problems.
Who?
He's problems. That's one of my greatest friends ever, bro. But
But he ain't
he's a
had no
shit
sense.
starter, dog. Like just to get in, like he's
smooth.
And you already
That brother was on
confrontational.
ready, set,
And
go.
it'll be
right. That's hey man.
And then
I
I got to
played
threaten
against
to
these
shoot
young.
him because he
I
lost.
played these young cats, boys, like
Yeah.
ooh wee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was talking big shit. Don't be bringing no old man out here. And my partner laughed. He was like, you ain't seen this uncle. You ain't seen this uncle yet, bro. You know.
Hey, Smooth.
It's
We
like,
didn't play with no mouthpieces, no
Oh, of
cups,
course.
no
we never
pads.
shit.
I know about it. I got mouth dental work, bro, because of playing football with no damn nothing out there on a damn on a Thanksgiving morning, bro. I know all about it.
Turkey ball.
Yep,
Let's
I know
go.
all about it, bro. Man, tore my whole mouth, cracked teeth, bro. I couldn't eat. I had to go get dental surgeries, all kind of shit, bro.
Oh
Playing with
man, you
nothing.
wasn't playing football. You was playing caveman.
Nah, that was just a bad play, bro. That's all that happened. But yeah,
Well,
Yup.
try that shit. When I look up and I seen the end zone, I was ready, man. I was ready to do my little so-called dance. This is back in the day,
sure.
man. When I woke up, I had smelling salts in my nose. I was looking at my fucking ear
He was
hole and shit.
dancing all right. He was
Yeah,
dancing.
they looked up and said, "Oh, P, whoa, dude." I said, "What the hell happened?" They said, "Man, you got clocked." Dude came from my blind side, man. That's all I remember.
See,
You got hit by a
that's in
submarine.
them days where they could clothesline people and shit when he
You got
Man,
played
hit
that,
by a
football, bro.
submarine.
You could
that's
power
some of
drive
them.
a nigga and they don't
Hey,
care.
D,
Hey man,
that's some of that
which
Mike
way did
Ditka
the
bullshit.
submarine go? Which
Hey,
way?
that's some of
Yeah,
that
Mike
Mike Ditka.
Dicker and shit was playing, bro. They was
Hmm.
Woo!
mm-mm.
See,
Leather helmets and
but
shit.
those were the good old days, man.
Yeah.
You hit a motherfucker, man. You
Speaking
slide
of good
across
old
all that
days,
mud and grass and dirt and
speaking of
shit.
good old days, there, Uncle. Just to let you know, man. Shout out Sean Kemp's. Sean Kemp, man. He got sentenced. He receives home monitoring in a gun-related incident. With his
What?
legal trauma that he had that he was going through some incident from
Oh
last year.
shit.
But
Who?
Sean Kemp, yeah, from the Seattle SuperSonics, man. Sean,
Yeah,
yeah, he
the
was
one
going.
with them nine babies.
Yep. Hey man, I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
but he got sentenced, man.
yeah, he got, but it's home monitoring. So at least, it was a gun related incident. I know he drew down on somebody. I believe he was at a function or something, or he was out and about, and somebody kept, you know how these people are, man. And but
Get
it
the
ended in
heckling
a
you.
conversation, and then they keep drawing down on him and blah blah blah. So I just want to give a shout out to him, man. And you know what I'm saying, Sean Kim, keep his. I don't like the negativity, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everything. I'm glad he's at home and just doing some home monitoring. It could have been a lot worse. So,
Nine. Ooh, Lord.
um, the Celtics, whatchamacallit, Brown, Jalen Brown, his father was arrested, in a connection with a stabbing. This happened in Vegas. Um, yeah, he was
Yeah,
arrested.
I heard about that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I guess this is after the victim slapped the side mirror on Brown's SUV. He got out and reportedly they got into an argument, and then when the dude turned his back, I guess he swung at Brown's dad, swung at him and hit him with something, so they got him for stabbing this dude in the back, bro. The victim, the dude he stabbed, was a youth football coach. Hopefully, everything pulls through. They are saying that he was taken to the hospital and recovering from surgery with multiple stab wounds. They did label him in critical condition. This did happen a few days ago, but I believe that he is a little bit better right now as far as more unstable. But definitely they're saying that he was attacked first, and it was all in the act of self-defense from Mr. Brown. So just hopefully everything goes good with that, man. Another sad story. It all happened because of a parking incident where one person dinged. Mr. Brown's car, got out the door, dinged the other dudes, the young coach, the youth coach, dinged his door in the driveway in the parking lot, and words were exchanged, and then it just escalated from there. So the only thing I can say and take from that is you guys, man. I hate to say this because it's gonna sound hypocritical, but it's just a car, man. It's just a car. It was a ding. I know that sounds hypocritical to you guys out there because I am confrontational. I am probably a person that's gonna go off and be right in that same situation. I'm just trying to share it a better way to handle things, man. Because look at what happened. We'll get to you in a second, but just look at
Yeah.
how things are being handled, man. This is another individual, and he's a prominent figure in his community as a youth football coach. So D, you guys just talking about football. this is something that as kids, man, myself, like I said, I'm getting my grill busted over football before even becoming of age of a young adult, right? So it's just one of these situations that we gotta be better at. So Quentin Brown, hopefully, everything, you don't get charged with attempted murder, but we got to do better. We got to have a better way of how we
We
handle.
got to control that anger, bro.
Yeah, man, and
It's gonna be
especially
a long time before that happens, bro.
yeah, and
Yeah, we got to work on it though.
walking away though. That's one of the things we got to stop looking at that as a sign of weakness or a sign
Right.
to attack. I think that's what we're in a bad position where we're teaching our youth, like, some people that don't want it and they use that as attack, attack, attack. And some people just don't want to get into the confrontation and it leaves them vulnerable. So now you got to tell your kids and everybody to be confrontational, to be the quickest one, to be the first one to jump off. And then that gets them fucking boo-bopped or shot or whatever too. So
Yep.
See, that's what I was taught when I was coming up.
I know, but
Hey,
it was
don't let
different
nobody
for us.
punk you, man.
Oh, it was different for us because everybody had
Yeah.
them. Everybody wanted to throw from the shoulders. It didn't, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
never even got. You even had the other homies that did pack would be like, "Hey, give me your shit. Let me hold your shit while you
Yeah.
get down." Or you would give it to somebody like, "Hey, dear, hold my shit, bro." Like it
This
wasn't.
ain't about them need this.
So
Right
it's,
there. Just
yeah,
gonna lump
it was
your ass
straight
up.
up. Yeah, it was straight up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get
Or take
down.
my lumps, one or the other, right?
One or the other, right? It's just like now, man, losses is overly looked at. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
take a lot.
These
You can't.
the
People get
egos
looked at
in
as a
this
loss and a divorce, and they getting talked about. It's just the
yeah.
divorce. I'm not saying just, but you know what I'm saying. They promote things so grandoso,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Yeah.
damn, you guys, it's not that
All
big.
this
And
crazy. I just seen a fight yesterday, bro, where it ended in violence. It was bad. It was okay. They were fighting, and the dude getting whooped on tried to pull a pistol out.
that's what
What?
I'm saying, bro. That's if
Yeah.
you can't take people ain't taking L's no more, bro.
He tried to pull a pistol out, so dude got on top of him and grabbed, held his hand down. The gun went off like twice. He took it from the kid. Kid got up and ran. He shot at him. I don't know if he hit him, but he shot. There was trees kind of in the way. He shot at him, but then you see like 3, 4 squad cars pull up. You see him put his hands up, everything, and then motherfuckers hopped out the car, bro, and just unloaded on this little youngster. So now we got a
What?
possibility of 2 lives lost if he hit that kid that ran off. I couldn't really tell.
So wait, so the
Right?
police killed the kid that they pulled
That
up
had
on
the
him
gun.
with his hands up?
The little boy walked with his hands up like this. I think the gun was already out of his hand, but he walked up when those police, before them cops came out, even got out, stopped the cars to come out. His hands was already up. And they just opened up them doors, hopped out. Wah, wah, wah. You could hear him. They let loose on his ass. And it's like, that was unnecessary
That's
because,
unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
Because
Crazy.
you know what I'm saying? That's unnecessary because he's not armed. He's not a threat. His hands, because you can hear on the loudspeaker, are they coming up? Put your hands up, right?
but
He
even
followed
if
orders.
we're
They hopped out and
armed,
just
bro,
mowed him down.
even if we're armed, that doesn't still make you a threat. Everybody has
Exactly.
the right
Exactly.
to be armed, so
Yeah.
it makes you a threat. And now, if you're pointing it at them, and if you're saying, but anyway, that's a whole nother
Yeah,
discussion.
that's a whole nother
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all bad, man. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, things in these situations we gotta
We
just
got to
kind of
control the
out.
anger. We got to
Um,
teach these kids better, bro. That's
right,
all.
and we gotta show them.
And that
We gotta
starts with sports.
show
Like
them.
that's why
Right,
sports is
right.
so
And if it's
important. And
happening,
so hopefully
a lot of shit is
that
happening and related to sports, and that's where I was just going with this. Unfortunately,
yeah,
I'm bringing these topics up, but it's for a reason. Just like Michael Beasley, last one, he was cleared. He's no longer a target of the league's gambling investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. So, but it messed up a lot of things for him, man. And I think
yeah.
that's what I'm saying about social media. We jump to conclusions, we jump to condemnments, we jump to go ahead and bash and berate when it's just like, wait a minute, man, this person was cleared. He had no
It's the
wrongdoing in the
what is it?
situation. But
The
but
innocent
then
is guilty before innocence, right?
for innocent,
That's
and
how
Right.
they do it. Yeah,
it's defaming everything that person had going on. So now
yeah.
he's gonna have to go back in and probably file defaming, a defamation lawsuit just to try to
Mm-hmm.
make a lot of stuff that he was, had going on. Because remember, his name was coming back about. He was doing big things with the big three, starting to do a lot of this, and then boom, that hit. But I bring all of this up not to shed light on the negative, and I'm trying to rush a little bit because I got to take off here. I know you guys can continue it if you need to, but Do you guys think that it's too many off court issues that distract from the seasons coming up? Like, is that an issue? Is that something that we look at and be like, damn, bro, does it make you want to shy away? Like, so we got Celtics, Browns, we got injuries, we got Sean Kim sentencing, we got Malik Beasley. Everything is still associated around this kind of stuff. Like, do you guys feel that it's gonna hurt these seasons coming up, or that even it hurts the league in general?
That's a good question. Um, Me personally, I say no. I say no.
Right,
They may try and make it personal because, like you said, the social media is what's hyping this mess.
right,
I don't think these guys are really falling for the okie doke, man. But I say no, technically.
right. Okay, I would agree. I would kind of agree. I would just add this that I don't think it hurts much, but I think where it does hurt is when you're dealing with the people that don't care about the sport.
Right.
And that's unfortunately that's a lot of the money at the top. Not the owners, so to speak, but the money
The
that
investors,
ad revenues. Right. We're
Yeah,
looking
the
at
purse stringers.
investors
Yeah.
that are
those,
more so.
yeah, those kind of things, and where people are getting these partnerships or these endorsements and so forth. That's where I think it hurts. Not so much the people that are directly involved, because we understand it.
Right.
But now when you just dealing with the person that's looking at like, how can your business help my business? They don't give two shits about none of this. They look at
None of
it as
this.
bad business.
It's
Yeah,
like let them go out there and kill themselves. That's okay. Let them
Right,
go out there and get some cases on them. Then
right,
what? We'll find somebody else to hang this on. Man,
right,
give me a break.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
right?
that's how it go
Um,
down. But you know,
that's the way it goes.
Now,
But
let me ask you this: the investors or the purse stringers, do you think it's within our system or some other systems in like other countries that okay, we're going to invest something. Let's see, what are we going to get out of it?
oh yeah, oh
oh
yeah,
yeah,
So
oh
when
yeah.
you
I
try
said
to find
investors.
the actual
I mean,
source, it's all kind of connections out there,
well, yeah,
man.
because you got to think at some point you got the Olympics. So if
Oh
anything,
man,
they're gonna dangle that carrot in front of you at all times. The
that's going to
Olympics,
be crazy.
So if you're dealing, yeah. So when you're looking at all of this stuff going on, and they're gonna look at that, that's even bigger money. So of
Yeah,
course, it all
yeah.
ties in connection.
Hey, look what they're pushing before the Olympics and stuff. They're
Oh,
talking about with this measure coming up,
mhm.
and once again, not to go off, but this high speed bullet train mess.
Right,
So
right,
since
Well,
Trump
that's
said,
why.
you know, he
Yeah,
took our funding,
yeah,
now you got these other countries that's getting their chances. They like, okay, now you're going to get forever funding, but we're
right,
going to do a different avenue, and we're going to
right,
bypass the U.S. government. We're going to go to the
right,
outside foreign governments
right,
and stuff. It's
right.
like, come on, man, who actually has the purse? I don't
it
get
ain't
it.
us.
Yeah,
Shit, it ain't
well, no,
us.
it's not that it's not us. It's that they don't want our
Input.
type of currency. So
They
that's
don't
the
Yeah,
want what
whole
we
big
got.
thing. Everybody's just trying to bypass it because we had such a stronghold for so long, and that's the thing people fail to realize. It's like, bro, we've been bullied for so long at everything we've done. We can't expect them to go ahead and now understand and want to play good ball with us.
Hell
It's
no,
not gonna
ain't,
happen,
not
bro.
that
gonna
ain't
happen.
It's not.
that ain't.
They've been trying to
You know what
figure a
they
way
gonna say? I
to
remember what you
maneuver
did.
around. Right, right.
Remember what you
Yeah,
did, motherfucker. It's like,
yeah,
The only reason why we're in good cahoots with a lot of these countries is because of the Olympics.
yep,
yeah.
yep,
So,
yep.
and of course, we had a lot of intake of their products. But I do want to just bring one more thing up, you guys, and I do got to take
Yeah,
off.
and then,
All
all right,
right.
we
Um,
gonna do this.
I just want to go ahead and give shout out to the big three. We had the Miami 305 win the championship. Man, they beat Chicago
Let's
Clippers in
go.
the finish on August 24th. They delivered straight excitement, man. Shout out to Cube. Shout out to the big three. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
what they're doing, man. Their
yeah.
viewership is going up. I hope we can really rally
Hey
behind
man,
them.
those boys are bad,
Yes,
man.
they are,
I'm
and
sorry. I'm
and it
sorry.
proves that it's not over when they keep talking to all these old dudes in the league. That's why I said when they talk old about the Clippers right now, look at what these dudes is doing in the big three, bro. I get it; they're not running the full 94 feet. I get that, but still, that ain't stopping what the hell they're doing.
That's
Um,
right.
a
That's
quick
right.
shout out to the MVP of the season, Joe Johnson, Jason Richardson. I'm sorry, I take that back. I take that back. My bad. Who was it was the MVP? Damn it, my bad, bro. I didn't put that in my notes. So shout out to that person. My bad. Fucked up there, but
Oh,
I gotta
well,
take off, you guys.
Yeah,
All
man,
right,
we
man.
gonna
Be
end it,
safe
man.
out there, Smooth.
All right. Well, let me
Be
go ahead.
safe, brother.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tap into you, Unc. Man, love you. Thank you for everything. Let's go
Hey,
ahead and end it
I
with
love
this
you
real quick
too, but
one more time.
you just let me know. You just let me know when you with my big mouth. You just let me know.
Yeah. No doubt. Once again here, man, we got Kevin Ali. We're gonna give a shout out here to one of his little joints before we take off. My City, go tap in. He's got his project, The Central. So go tap in, y'all. TOT and you owe it to yourself. Stay tight, stay up, stay lit, stay elevated.
Yeah, I know the company man gon' like this one. Let's get it. Jovan want beef, but these days bison is on the menu. And buffaloes, but flows, ice coated in igloos. And the snow wet ice sickos. I'm sicko enough to diss you when it's mode. My flow Astro Jedi like Mace Windu. When this war full of stars, a supernova contributes to the birth of a new sun. My father, the light within you, that mean I'm son of Ra when I shine bright at these venues. I mean a demigod, I'm Hercules of the Central. You rappers don't got drive, y'all rather just call a Waymo. I got way more horsepower, can't entertain ponytails, your buns. I'm on your head like hairstylist, cosmetologist. Established foundations that's keeping my soul autonomous. I'm LA-matic, spit flows, making sure Nas be proud of this. I told you that I don't give a fuck, cause I'm not monogamous. Polygamy, I fuck over any beat for my inner peace. I keep a piece of safe for these rappers in case they want the heat. Fire burning inside of me. I came from the dirt and rose from the ashes. This goofy said I'm doing this for clout, don't question my passion. You diss the West Side, know your angle, trust you don't want that action from Kenny. He a legend, jealousy is disguised as passion. We have a hater. Not calculated, know you're sloppy Joe. I eat him for lunch. You haven't gated if you're next to Joe. I kill him in bunch. I got the juice up in the boxing ring. A lyrical punchline defines who run this like Gump. It's time to face me like video calls from an iPhone. Bygones be bygones. I spin the block just like the cyclone. Do bang, spray this shit up like the magic night bombs. Put the fire out with my waves like where the fuck my Triton. This ain't no East versus West, so you upset because the West had to check you for hating on us. That'll lose your respect. You can big up the East without trying to hate on the West and challenge the top dog to prove and show the world you're the best. Instead, you rather clout chase, take shots and throw bait at Kendrick and Cole. You plan to beef and hope the beef increase the records you sold. Cause you don't do this for the love of the game, the fame what you chose. I'm blacking out on ops like zombies, gotta fetch me their souls.
Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Things of that nature.